Policies in Singapore are not perfect, and youths can play a bigger role in the process of formulating policies, says Minister of State for Trade and Industry, Teo Ser Luck. Mr. Teo was speaking to 200 students at the Leadership Forum 2011, organised by Nanyang Junior College.
Politics is almost like current affairs, but it brings you into critical thinking about issues of the day. And it's not just necessarily talk about, this party against this, and then this personality against this and all that. No, it's not. My definition of politics and the politics that I hope that you can learn is generally about policies in Singapore, because policies in Singapore are not perfect. And the buzzword during the election campaigning time was about not perfect, imperfection, right? Everybody talks about everybody is imperfect, we're trying to do better and engage the ground. So the thing is that why do we want to do that? It's part of politics. It's the process of formulating policies that can resonate with the people and the policies that can work for the country.
Mr. Teo has been actively engaging youths since joining politics in 2006.
One thing, after a few years of dealing with youth matters, I don't think you're apathetic about anything because you're very well informed. You care. But maybe putting into action need that leap of faith which you are not taking it. From what I've read and from what I understood and speaking to parents, I think there's a lot of time pressure on the person. So you want to do something, but then you realize that you have other priorities, and those priorities requires you to pay a lot more attention to them first rather than this. And those are your school, your academic, and trying to pass exams and get your distinctions and your A's and all that, so that you get to a better school, better university, and then you think that you'll get a better job. Then this part of it is like trying to be leader in the community and all that. You probably don't want to spend as much time, and you think twice about spending the time, because then there's also not just time pressure, the family support. Your family said, "Why are you spending all this time here?"
Indeed, NYJC students Razor TV spoke to agreed that young Singaporeans are not apathetic.
It's not that we're apathetic, we're definitely not, but also we realize that our views may not be heard sometimes, and as in it's natural, we might not be perceived as mature enough to give our views and for them to be taken seriously. So I agree with him when he says that we are not apathetic and we give too much concentration on national exams.
There are a handful of those who are really very interested in politics, while the rest are just very fine with what they are. So this small group of people are the one that is most likely going to lead us in the future. Therefore, what this small group of people need to do is really to engage the rest of their peers to actually be more interested in current affairs.
It's not that we don't care, but we just want more attention to be on us, and we want our views to be heard. Mr. Teo was very engaging in a sense that he told us a lot about his life stories, how he got to where he was today, and what he was like when he was a youth. So he was very relatable, and it was very nice to see that a politician could engage with us on the same level.
In the following clips, catch Mr. Teo's interview with the media and highlights from the Leadership Forum.